Hello, hi, salam, wanakum, and Tatiao. This is Coach Syubass. Today is going to be an amazing day for all of us because we will be sharing our screen with one of my favorite students of all time. Now, to add on, Nurin is also blessed and showered with lots and lots of achievements, trophies, awards, certificates, and all that. And most of her key achievements are all surrounding the communication field. So let me list down some of her key achievements in the recent time. She was the Naib Johan Bahasa Melayu ala Parlimen Kuala Mudayan 2019. And then she became the Johan, the champion of Bahasa Melayu ala Parlimen 2020. And then not only that, she was also the best presenter for STEM state level in 2019. Followed by, she was also the Johan Forum Remaja Kuala Mudayan, and she was also the champion of the Tan Sri Datuk Sri Panglima Dr. Abdul Rahman Azad English debate competition in Kuala Mudayan. And last but not least, this is my favorite. She is Kuala Mudayan's best English debater in 2020. So without further ado, please welcome Nurin Irdina Maisara.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Nurin. It's a pleasure to have you with us today on this beautiful sunny afternoon. So Nurin, I think most of our viewers may have known you because they are all ex-students of PTGG, but we do have some students who are from other states and other towns, areas, and maybe some new students who may not know you yet. So do you mind briefly introducing yourselves to all of us?
Of course. Hello to all the new faces. My name is Nurin Irdina. I'll be turning 18 soon, this 31st of July. To tell a little bit about my character, I like to portray myself as an independent woman who's feisty and bossy in an innocuous way, obviously. And for the past few months, I've been taking my sweetest time to self-reflect and re-educate myself regarding the current social phenomenon that has been taking place all around the world, and to use my social platforms, especially Instagram, so follow me, to voice out my opinions and spread awareness. I believe that regardless of your social platform size, it is important that you play a role to spread awareness and to unite everyone to make the world a better place to live in. And kind of reminder, if you think I speak too much, being the talkative person that I am, this can go on forever. So if you feel like I've talked enough, you can go ahead and give me a signal and I'll stop. Otherwise, this 15-minute session will turn into a 3-hour session, which is bound to happen.
Expected, because being a person who is very well known for your excellent communication skill, it is no doubt that you can go on and on, but we have all the time for you. Thank you, Nurin, for giving us an awesome introduction. It is beyond my expectation, as usual. So, ladies and gentlemen, Nurin has been an inspiration and a role model to not just students. I would say it's also for many teachers out there, because it's always nice to see someone communicate so well and with so much clarity and vividness in the message that she wants to convey. So I think it's the best to ask her to share with us some tips on how to improve our communication skills in any languages, especially English, because this class is obviously going to be focused on students who want to improve their English. But I'm sure the tips that she's going to give will be relevant to other languages as well. So Nurin, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much. But first of all, I do have to acknowledge that given the opportunity to live abroad has definitely created an environment for me to allow myself to develop my English skills as well as my communication skills. But from personal experience, the first thing I'd recommend anyone to do is to create an environment where you have to speak that language respectively. But here's the thing. You have to push aside your fear of embarrassment, your shyness, because trust me, that fear of embarrassment will only last about 5 minutes compared to the experience that will last for a lifetime. You know what I mean? So at that, out of the window, shyness out of the window, fear out of the window, because you can never turn back time. grab the chance while you're at it. This is an opportunity, especially with everything on the tips of our fingers. You can't put this chance to waste. And other than that, I don't recommend for people who are still, trying to polish their basics to directly immediately watch YouTube, because there will be mixture of slangs and current languages, especially with the technology and social media. We learn, new words almost every day. So I definitely recommend starting from baby steps, which is creating your own environment. And then once you're confident enough, you can start watching YouTube, movies, and reading books. That is one. But here's the thing. This takes up continuous amount of effort and consistency. It is not something that will improve in a blink of an eye or overnight. So be positive. Just know that if others can do it, you can do it as well.
Very short, simple, and sweet answer, but it means a lot. To summarize, she has highlighted two important tips that I realized. The first thing is she asked us to create an English-speaking environment. That could be with your family members, if they all speak English, but we can't force them to speak just because we want to improve our English. We have to give them the space that they want and the comfort that they want. But you can have more options when you go to school, because you will definitely find friends who speak English. You also have friends who speak other languages. So why not try to mingle a lot with those who speak English if you want to improve your English? So that environment would be a great factor and a boost for you. But obviously, like she said, at the beginning, we may be feeling shy or embarrassed or resist to start speaking because you might tend to compare yourself with them. But like she said, don't be shy, because it's just very temporary. At the end of the day, when we get used to the environment, somehow or other we'll tend to blend in, and subconsciously the language skills will kick in, right? That's the first tip that she gave, and it's great. And secondly, she also said that you can also use medias like YouTube or watching movies and videos. But yes, I agree with her. There would be some kind of challenges where you would see people who speak with different accents or slangs, or even the pronunciation skills from actor and actresses from US and from UK would be different. Certain way of speaking would confuse you, because your teacher might have taught you something, but you watch the movie and they say it differently. But trust me, it doesn't matter. When it comes to communication skill, as long as whatever you say is well received by the person who's speaking to you, then the objective is met. So don't give too much importance to slang and pronunciation skills and differentiate British English and US English. Leave that to writing. When you write in English, when you want to score your marks, you want to score good results, your spelling and everything has to be very related or very relevant to those that are done in the British English. But we are focusing on communication skill, and I don't think slang, whether UK, US, matters. So thank you, Nurin, for these wonderful two tips. I really enjoyed listening to it, and I hope, despite me telling this to students, they may not take it as seriously as someone like you saying it, because you are a living example. Okay, Nurin, my next question to you is, what is going to be your future plans? What is next? We are done in SPM, and we have had a whole lot of honeymoon time in our homes in this pandemic, and CMOs and all that. But what is the next big thing that you're up to?
The next big thing is definitely enrolling into law school. I'll be a law student on the 31st of July, and it is something that I've always been wanting to ever since I was a child. And why? I mean, a lot of people will ask, why law? People will always say, oh my God, law is so hard. Like, aren't you just like digging your own grave? First of all, growing up, I was that kid that always wanted to be on stage. Like, I would self-volunteer, like, teacher, I want to be on stage. I want to sing. I want to, have a speech, have a talk. And so with that, eventually I've definitely picked up a few tactics to sort of, calm myself down whenever I have, like an audience attack or to pick up a few tactics to sort of engage with the crowd. And so I thought if I didn't enroll into law school, I'd put my skills and talents to waste. And this goes the same way to everyone. If you feel like you are good in art, girl, just do it. Just do it. Boy, just do it. It doesn't matter if girl, boy, just do it. Because sometimes growing up in an Asian household, it is definitely hard convincing your parents, your family to doing something different than they are used to for the past, 50, 60 years. Living in an era of technology, there are so much more careers than just doctors, lawyers, engineers. Today in an era, we live in 2021, there are many platforms that you can sort of engage yourself in. And I believe that wherever there's passion and motivation, you have a much higher possibility of excelling and creating a success to yourself. So do what you want, do what you believe in, if you have that talent, don't put that to waste. It's such a waste to put such talent that not everyone has. Believe it or not everyone has the talent to everything. So if you have the talent, go for it.
Nice. Very well said. Very well said by Nurin. It just reminded me of a story that I experienced during my college days in my university. There was this boy, I'm just going to call him Mr. A. He was so much into photography since school days. So he was the president of the photography club in school. And when he came to university, he was also engaged in the photography club, very well engaged to the extent he set the bar so high with his skills, and it's all self-learned skills, no professional education, but he was an engineering student. And whenever we question him, he'll say that I am doing my engineering studies just to make my parents happy, but I'm going to end up a photographer anyway. Now that he's done with his studies, he was also my batchmate. Now that he's done, he's actually one of the Malaysia's top wedding photographers. And then slowly he was entering into the film industry, being a director, as a cinematographer and all that. He made so much money in this photography field with his cameras that he can sustain another 2-3 pandemics with his savings. And he has never touched engineering related career or job ever. All he did was to get that scroll just to please his parents. But he can be a great case study for all of us, and maybe some parents who are watching right now. Just because we have certain interests on certain career pathways, we should not force our children to do that, because every human is unique in their own way, and we have to just try to identify what is their or what are their skills and interests, and then let's help our children or our students to take that path and be successful at it. Because if you do something that you like and it also pays, what is better than that in life, right? So thank you, Nurin. And I believe that your parents have done a great job in supporting you to enter the law school and allowing you to, go and chase your dreams. Because I cannot think of any other career that best suits you, being a person who can really communicate well in English and also Bahasa. I don't think that you're going to be facing any issues in this program. It's going to be flawless, but be ready that the hard part of a law school would be sitting down and memorizing cases after cases. That will be a pain, but no pain, no gain, right? Thank you, Nurin, for that answer. Also, I wanted to ask you something. I've seen you as a student, and a great student, because you've never missed classes, and then you never miss doing your work. And in your class, you will make sure you complete your tasks that are given, despite some students who may be, asking so many questions at you, how to do this and how to do that. So you can be a mini teacher teaching everyone and getting your job done as well. So I'm a proud teacher, and I'm sure all your other teachers are very happy and proud of you as well. I've also seen you as a great elder sister, as I also have taught your younger brother, and the way you care for him and the way you actually be a role model to him is very inspirational as well. And not only that, you're also a great daughter to your parents. I can really see that you respect your parents a lot, and they are also very proud of you. So you manage your relationships well, you manage your academics really well, and you also have won so many awards and trophies. So being an all-rounder, any tips or secret to your success that you want to share to us?
I am no person to be talking about successful, especially with the person in front of me who has achieved so much before entering his 30s. But if I were to give out my secret, is to always keep my family close. Sometimes when you're struggling to manage, relationships, academics, you tend to forget that you're loved and appreciated by many. Therefore, I have my parents, my brothers who are always there. They always have my back. They would always lend me a shoulder to cry on every time, I feel a little down, or maybe I'm struggling a little bit too much. So definitely keep your family close. Second is passion, motivation, and hard work. As you said, no pain, no gain. So I have definitely multitasked while going to school. I skipped a few classes to focus on debating and then skipped another class for STEM. So it's definitely a hectic schedule as a student. But, if other people could do it, you could do it as well. Just know that you're capable of doing anything. Everything is possible if you put your mind into it. With a healthy mindset, you are able to achieve anything you put your heart into.
Nice. So very short and simple, but direct to the point. I think the key point here that I want to say is, I want to take from you is, anything is possible if you put your mind into it. And when others can do it, why can't you? So those who have achieved and those who have done are all human too, with the same two eyes and two hands and one brain and all that. So if they can do it, why can't we? So it's just a matter of how much effort you want to put. The difference between a failure and a successful person is the amount of effort that they put. So a lot of people who don't succeed in life, if you really compare, I don't know if there's an accounts to actually do that debit credit calculation of how much effort you put into something, but you'll obviously see that those who are successful are not successful by luck or by just fate and all that. It's most of the time the amount of effort, the amount of struggle and challenges that they have to face. And what we are looking at is the fruits of all of their labor, right? And some people might just feel very envious of successful people, thinking that, oh, he must be so lucky. He gets all the opportunity, or she gets all the opportunity, and always the spotlight of everything. But to get to that point, the amount of difficulty and challenges and all kind of frictions that the person has to go through, only that person knows. But all you need to know is, if they can, so can you. The question is, do you want to? If you want to, work for it, right? Thanks, Nurin. And we have almost came to the end of our session. Do you have any last words or thank you messages to anybody, since it's going to be a public video? So maybe any last words from you before you become a lawyer and enter law school? Yeah.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank my parents. I feel like kids of all ages, they don't really thank their parents enough. So if you're watching this, pause the video, go thank your parents, and then come back. So thank you for Ibu and Baba for supporting me, for giving me the emotional support, especially my dad, who's physically not here, but he made sure to be emotionally there for me in every step I take. He's always there. And for those who are on the same page as I am, just know that you are not alone. And if you're struggling, just know that you're loved and appreciated by many. Do it, grab the chance, whatever it is. For example, I say, do it. And that one thing comes to mind, just do it. Because it's an instinct. Us humans, we have instincts. If you feel like you're doing the right thing, trust me, it is. And to all the viewers out there, please stay safe. Practice social distancing, wear your mask, and know that we are in this together. We will finish pandemic together. So this is all us versus COVID-19. So.
Amen. Amen. So thank you, Nurin, for spending your valuable time with us. And we also would like to thank technology today for bringing us closer. Despite we're actually neighbors, right? We're also just a few lanes away, but still, due to the pandemic, I think we have also utilized the challenge as an opportunity to improve our knowledge in the world of technology. And we can see that we are able to communicate and convey our messages to maybe the whole world, because this video is going to be uploaded in YouTube, and anybody who has the time and space could actually watch, and maybe there'll be some take back point, 1 or 2 points that might even improve their life. And if we, both of us, are a small portion in their success, or in a trigger point in their success, I think we have to praise the Lord and say thanks to God. And
thank you.
Thank you, Nurin, for the time. And I wish you all the best with law school, and go break a leg.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Nurin. Take care. Keep in touch. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. Our session, our digital coffee with Nurin, Idina, Maisara. And I hope that this short session has given you somewhat confidence in going out there and improving your communication skill, and maybe some motivation or inspiration. And I hope that in a way, if this video has triggered some kind of a motivation, a positive vibes in you, that's good. That's all that I want. That's the objective of this whole session, to inspire students and adults who are interested in improving their lives, especially in the communication skill in English. So if she can, and I can, and some people can, why can't you? So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. This is Coach Syubass. I would like to say salam, wanakkam, and tachau. I'll see you in another video next week.